Hello, everyone. Welcome to English Insights. Today, we will learn about April Fool's Day. It is a fun and interesting day that people celebrate in many countries around the world. On April 1st, people like to play jokes and tricks on their friends, family, and coworkers. These jokes are usually simple and meant to make people laugh. However, the history of April Fool's Day is not very clear. There are many different stories that try to explain how this day started. Some stories come from Europe, while others come from older traditions. In this video, we will explore the history, traditions, and some famous jokes of this special day. Now let's get started. Part 1. Early Origins of April Fool's Day. The origin of April Fool's Day is still a mystery. No one knows exactly when or where it began. Many historians have studied this topic, but there is no clear answer. Because of this, people have different ideas about how this day started. Some believe it comes from old traditions in Europe. Others think it may come from even older cultures. These ideas help us understand why April Fool's Day is full of fun and surprises. In Europe, people celebrated many festivals during the year. Some of these festivals happened in the spring. Spring is a time when the weather becomes warmer and people feel happier. After a long winter, people wanted to celebrate and enjoy life. They often had parties, games, and social events. During these festivals, people sometimes played jokes on each other. This kind of behavior may be one of the early roots of April Fool's Day. One important example comes from ancient Rome. There was a festival called Hilaria. This festival usually took place at the end of March. During Hilaria, people dressed in costumes and wore masks. They sometimes pretended to be other people. They also played tricks and made jokes. The goal was to have fun and bring joy. This sounds very similar to what people do on April Fool's Day today. These early festivals show that people have always enjoyed humor and surprises. Wearing masks and playing tricks allowed people to act differently for a short time. It was a chance to forget daily problems and enjoy laughter. This idea of fun and change is strongly connected to the spring season. In spring, nature changes, flowers grow, and people feel more positive. Because of this, jokes and playful behavior became common during this time of year. Over time, these traditions began to change. As societies grew and cultures mixed, people shared their customs with others. What started as local festivals slowly became more popular. Different countries added their own ideas and traditions. Some kept the jokes simple, while others created bigger celebrations. Step by step, these old customs may have turned into what we now call April Fool's Day. Even today, we can still see the influence of these early traditions. The idea of laughing, joking, and surprising others is still the main part of the day. Although we do not know the exact origin, we know that people have enjoyed humor for many centuries. April Fool's Day is a modern example of a very old human tradition. Part 2. The Calendar Change Theory. One popular idea about April Fool's Day comes from a change in the calendar. In the past, many countries in Europe did not celebrate the New Year on January 1st. Instead, the New Year was often celebrated at the end of March. In some places, the celebration lasted for several days and ended on April 1st. During this time, people had parties, gave gifts, and visited friends. It was a happy and social time for many people. In the 16th century, an important change happened in France. The country decided to use a new calendar called the Gregorian calendar. This new system moved the start of the new year to January 1st. The change was official, but not everyone learned about it quickly. Communication was slow at that time, and many people lived far from cities. Because of this, some people continued to celebrate the New Year at the end of March. These people were sometimes seen as old-fashioned or confused. Others began to laugh at them and call them April Fools. This name was used for people who did not follow the new calendar. Some people even played jokes on them. For example, they might give fake gifts or send them on silly tasks. These tricks were meant to be funny, not harmful. Over time, this behavior became more common. As the idea spread, more people began to take part in these jokes. Even those who understood the new calendar joined in the fun. Playing tricks on April 1st became a tradition. People enjoyed surprising their friends and making them laugh. The phrase April Fool became widely known. It was used at the end of a joke to show that it was not real. This tradition did not stay only in France. It slowly spread to other countries in Europe. Each country added its own style and customs. In some places, people told simple jokes. In others, they created bigger tricks or public pranks. The idea of a special day for jokes became popular in many cultures. Today, many people believe this calendar change is one of the main reasons for April Fool's Day. Even though it may not be the only explanation, it is one of the most widely accepted stories. It shows how a simple change in time and tradition can lead to a fun and lasting holiday. Part 3. How April Fool's Day Spread Around the World. April Fool's Day did not stay in one country. Over time, it spread to many places around the world. One of the first countries to celebrate this day was England. In England, people enjoyed playing simple jokes on April 1st. They tried to trick their friends and family in a fun way. When someone was tricked, people would say, "April Fool," and laugh together. In Scotland, the tradition became a little different. The holiday sometimes lasted for 2 days instead of one. The first day was like April Fool's Day in other countries. The second day was called Taily Day. On this day, people played jokes related to the back of the body, like putting funny signs on someone's back. This shows how each country can create its own unique traditions. As time passed, April Fool's Day continued to spread across Europe. Countries like France, Italy, and Germany also started to celebrate it. In France, people sometimes call it Poisson d'avril, which means April fish. Children often try to stick a paper fish on someone's back without them knowing. This is a simple and funny game that many people enjoy. Later, the tradition traveled to America. European settlers brought their customs with them when they moved to the New World. In the United States, April Fool's Day became very popular. People began to play jokes at home, in schools, and even at work. Over time, newspapers and TV shows also joined the fun by sharing fake stories on April 1st. These stories are not real, but they are made to surprise and entertain people. Different cultures have different styles of humor. In some countries, jokes are very simple and gentle. In others, people like to create bigger and more creative pranks. However, most people agree that jokes should not hurt anyone. The main goal is to have fun and make people smile. This idea is important in every country that celebrates April Fool's Day. As the world became more connected, the holiday grew even more. Today, people share jokes not only in person, but also on the internet. Social media allows jokes to spread very quickly. A funny idea in one country can become popular in many others in a short time. This shows how April Fool's Day continues to grow and change. In the end, April Fool's Day is now a global tradition. It started from small ideas and old customs, but it became a worldwide celebration. Even though each country has its own way of celebrating, the spirit is the same. People want to laugh, have fun, and enjoy a special day together. Part 4. Common Traditions and Jokes. April Fool's Day is famous for simple jokes and funny tricks. On this day, people like to surprise others in a playful way. Most jokes are easy to understand and do not need much preparation. The goal is to make people laugh, not to hurt them. Because of this, many people enjoy this special day every year. At home, friends and family often play small jokes on each other. For example, someone may hide an object or tell a funny story that is not true. A person might say, "There is a spider behind you," just to see a reaction. After a few seconds, they laugh and say it is not real. These jokes are light and friendly, so everyone can enjoy them together. In schools, students also like to take part in April Fool's Day. They may play tricks on their classmates or even their teachers. For example, a student might switch pens with a friend or put a funny note on someone's desk. Teachers sometimes join the fun too. They may give a fake homework task or make a small surprise in class. These activities make the school day more exciting. At work, adults also enjoy playing pranks. Co-workers might change the background on a computer or send a funny message. Some companies even plan special jokes for their employees. However, workplace jokes are usually careful and respectful. People understand that they should not cause problems or waste too much time. Most April Fool's jokes are harmless. This means they do not cause damage or make people feel bad. A good joke is one that makes both sides laugh. If a joke is too strong or unkind, it can hurt someone's feelings. Because of this, People are often careful when they plan their tricks. Kindness and respect are still very important on this day. Another common tradition is the final moment of the joke. After someone is tricked, the person who made the joke will say, "April Fool!" This simple sentence tells everyone that it was just a joke. It also helps avoid confusion or anger. People often laugh together after hearing these words. In the end, April Fool's Day is about fun, laughter, and connection. Simple jokes help people relax and enjoy time with others. Even a small trick can bring a big smile. As long as the jokes are safe and kind, this day can be a happy and memorable experience for everyone. Part 5. Famous April Fool's Day Pranks. Some April Fool's Day jokes are so creative that they become famous around the world. One of the most well-known examples is the BBC spaghetti tree story. In 1957, a news program showed a video of people picking spaghetti from trees. At that time, many people did not know how spaghetti was made. Some viewers believed the story was true. Later, the BBC explained that it was just a joke. Many people laughed and remembered it for years. Over time, many media companies began to create fake news stories on April 1st. These stories look real at first, but they are not true. For example, a newspaper might report a strange new animal or a new invention that sounds amazing. TV shows and radio programs also join in the fun. They try to surprise their audience with creative ideas. These jokes are often clever and make people think for a moment. In modern times, the internet has made April Fool's Day even bigger. Social media allows jokes to spread very quickly. A funny post or video can reach millions of people in just a few hours. Many websites create special content for April 1st. Some make fake updates or new features that are not real. People enjoy sharing these jokes with their friends online. Companies also take part in April Fool's Day with marketing jokes. Big brands sometimes announce new products that are funny or strange. For example, a company might say it is selling a very unusual flavor of food or a strange new device. These ideas are not real, but they attract attention. Customers enjoy these creative jokes and talk about them with others. This can help companies become more popular. People enjoy these famous pranks for many reasons. First, they are fun and surprising. They make people laugh and feel happy. Second, they bring people together. Friends and family can talk about the jokes and share their reactions. Third, these pranks show creativity. It is interesting to see what new ideas people can create each year. Even though these jokes are large and sometimes very detailed, they still follow the main rule of April Fool's Day. They should be harmless and respectful. A good prank is one that makes people smile, not feel upset. This is why famous April Fool's jokes continue to be loved around the world. Part 6. Meaning and Modern View. Today, April Fool's Day is seen as a fun and light holiday. People around the world enjoy this day in different ways. Some people plan jokes in advance, while others make simple tricks at the moment. Even though the styles are different, the main idea is the same. People want to laugh and enjoy time with others. This makes the day special and meaningful in modern life. Fun and laughter are very important in daily life. Many people are busy with work, school, and other responsibilities. Because of this, they may feel tired or stressed. April Fool's Day gives people a chance to relax and smile. A small joke can change a person's mood and bring positive energy. Sharing laughter can also help people feel closer to each other. However, there are limits to jokes. Not every joke is good or acceptable. A joke should not hurt someone's feelings or cause problems. It should not be dangerous or offensive. For example, a joke that makes someone feel scared or embarrassed is not a good joke. Because of this, people need to think carefully before they act. Respect and kindness are still very important on this day. Social media now plays a big role in April Fool's Day. Many people use platforms like Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok to share jokes. A simple post can quickly reach a large number of people. This makes the holiday more exciting and interactive. However, it also means that false information can spread easily. Some people may believe a joke is real. Because of this, it is important to be clear and responsible when sharing content online. Humor is an important part of human life. It helps people deal with stress and difficult situations. It can also improve communication and build strong relationships. When people laugh together, they feel more comfortable and connected. April Fool's Day reminds us of the value of humor in our society. It shows that even simple jokes can have a positive impact. In the end, April Fool's Day is not only about jokes. It is also about understanding limits and being responsible. People should enjoy the day, but they should also think about others. A good joke brings happiness, not harm. If we follow this idea, we can celebrate this day in a safe and positive way.